this invitation, this invite here. And I also get, keep the royals out of this. Keep the royals out of this. Somebody is worried about this. The 10 of Wands, this appears now to be a big, heavy burden. That, you know, about these negotiations of the Ellen show. So the 10 of Wands is very kind of burdensome. This was a good idea at first, but now it's like this is too much. It's like there's too many questions, not on the interview, but too many. The negotiations are too heavy. The negotiations are too heavy here. And having to agree what they're going to talk about on the show, okay, is another meetings, gatherings, media, I don't know, sitting around a board table or whatever this is. This is too much hard work. Why can't we just kind of just do the interview? Why do we have to do all this rigmarole here? I feel with it being a royal, and I do get that energy-wise, I do get that Ellen DeGeneres wants to have a tell-all interview here. A tell-all interview. I feel this is at the bottom of this, and what are you going to talk about on this? Now, I feel this is these negotiations here is Harry, okay. And I have done a reading on this. What does Harry feel about Canada and this move? And there's a little bit of a twist to that tale, as I said. If you want to go back and have a look at that. Harry is looking at his road ahead. And he's kind of looking at it in a kind of different perspective here. What is it that these, and he can't help being royal, and he will be concerned of being questioned, you know, questioned about the royal family. And, you know, he's standing there, and this depiction here says he's looking at the road ahead of this kind of media, Hollywood kind of celebrity life here, and looking ahead. And this is the problem. Harry can't help being a royal, and he does not like this. You know, he does not. And what is it? What you know? We actually said here we wanted privacy. I said that I wanted privacy. So what is this like interviews that you want to do, Meghan, and actually go in towards the media and TV shows and interviews? I don't get this. I'm confused about this, and I'm not sure I want to do this. Wow. So this is becoming a heavy burden to carry for all concerned here, okay. Yeah, I get Harry is stopped in his tracks here about these interviews. And also, he's like, I'm the man of the house here. I'm the one that controls this. Harry is really taking a stand, you know. I am the one that controls this. I am the father of Archie. Because I don't feel that Harry liked the way that there was this meeting, wasn't there, with Meghan and Harry and Archie. Actually, it was with like a friend of Meghan's, a superficial TV celebrity friend. Let's not get this wrong. So, gosh, I've got so much intuitive energies coming through here. I just want to pour this out on the table. So, yeah, well, I mean, where do I start with this? Well, it can't help being royal, and he didn't like Meghan meeting up with, and you know, Is he controlling? Is Harry controlling here when it comes to, I don't like you taking Harry to meet Ellen, and then afterwards on her show, emulating, holding Harry, that he's got ginger hair. You know, Harry would have seen that as insulting. As a royal, you know, royals are very sensitive, and Harry is very sensitive, okay. And he would have seen this as, I don't like that. I don't like her emulating. And I thought we were going to keep all this private, because now, you know, you're inviting these TV shows into our life. Yes, I did say that I would agree to Oprah, and now we have somebody else who, you know, and it seems like there's a war here now of who is going to interview Harry and Meghan, and Harry does not like this. I did not want to do this. I did not want to be in this limelight here when I'm trying to get out of this damn limelight. Wow. So this has been put on hold, guys. I think Harry's been led down a garden path here, but he stopped. You know, this depiction here. Harry has been led down this garden path, but he stopped halfway and contemplating. I'm not going any further down this road. This is where this stops. You know, I have to say to you, American people, you may think that, sorry, I don't want to go. I love American people, I do. But this is where English people are stubborn. And this is where there is this like politeness of English people, and this is where maybe people see this as a bit of a soft touch, this politeness, this going by the rules and all of this. But this is our culture, and this is what we do. We will assess, we will be polite about it, but then when we see what's in, down this road, we will kind of stop. Hang on, no, I don't want to go any further down this road. I have to say that Harry cannot stop being a royal, and this is what I pick up here with this Ellen show. Well, it's not, it's distasteful too. And again, the royal family don't want this. They don't want, and I feel there is some kind of communication with what the royals are happy with and what the royals are not happy with, using the royal name. I think there's been advice here to Harry. Harry, be careful here. Be careful. So he's not let go of his royal status. Not really, has he? Not really. And I feel he's taking control. He's saying, I'm still a prince. I'm not going to be used in this way. And there has been discussions too, maybe on Skype, that kind of thing of with the royal family. This is not going to happen. Yeah, I get the Ten of Cups here. The Ten of Cups is a family, okay, a happy family. And it also means other things like love, fulfillment, dreams come true, warm, loving family. But I'm not going to go through the list of what this means. I intuitively, going with that card, I pick up that that's the royal family. Well, Meghan, you thought you would leave the, and if you're watching this, you're finding this now challenging, because at that card there, the Ten of Wands is a huge burden. And although you've left the royal family, you haven't, have you? You haven't. You've left the royal family, but you're not able to do what the hell you like. So is that kind of being independent? Because Harry does not want to go down this road. Wow. Wow. He's a royal and it's in his blood, and he's not going to be exploited because he is a royal. And they don't feel, you see, these interviewers don't realize how strong the royal family are, okay? And so, hi everyone, and it's a morning show, so this is going to be too early for you American people. I can understand that, but the UK, the rest of Europe, and also Australia, welcome, okay, to this live interactive reading. This is what this is. We're a community, okay? We are a community here. Meghan can't believe this. I get that. Meghan can't believe this, that this is stopped, it's halted. And also Meghan, let's pull out a card here. Yeah, wow, the death card. It's not going to happen. Oh, this could be the death card. It's like the death of being a royal, the death of being, but this is like, I wanted to end this royal situation so I could merch off everything and become this globalist and become this capitalist here. But Harry's saying, I did not leave the royal family for this reason. Wow. Meghan doesn't like being told what to do, as we know. This is causing this happy kind of move to Canada, then looking at moving to LA because of this, next door to Oprah. No, you said we're going to live in seclusion, off-grid in Canada. And now you're saying you want to be active of everything we do in our lives, a little bit like the trashy Kardashians. There's absolutely no way I'm going to do that. This is okay. So we get here the Four of Wands, but the Four of Wands is in reverse. You know, the Four of Wands is this move to a new property, harmony, and thinking this is all going to be happy. Lovely kind of move here. Meghan's just going to get everything that she wants here, going to merch off everything, make her millions, become the monarchy of Canada, the monarchy of the Hollywood royals. But it's not, it's in reverse, okay. And in reverse, this has put a halt on this, okay. This has been this delays over the true meaning of why they moved, the true meaning of why they moved out of the royal family, the true meaning of why they moved to this, and this move to LA. And I get Harry here questioning this now. What about the privacy of Archie? What about the privacy? You said, Meghan, that this was about our privacy. We have to go into hiding to get away from the tabloids. And this does not make sense that now you want to have all these interviews. You want to put Archie on display. You want to do this now. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Because I get here Harry saying, why do you want to do this? And let's pull another card out here. I get this is like he's actually questioning. And I said, if you go and look back at how does Harry feel about going to Canada, this is the next step to that. And this is like Harry saying, why? I'm kind of questioning why. In fact, I've got my doubts here. Because I do get intuitively Harry saying, why? Why do you want to do this? And I don't want the media. I don't like cameras. I don't like people following us. I don't like the media. I hate the media. Wow. So, well, this is all going a little bit pear-shaped, isn't it? You know, this is not helping my mental health status. The moon card. And also, I also get Harry barking here, saying how he feels about this. And he has a right to say this. He has a right to say this. And we're going about the Ellen show here. And what's happening here? Why is this being delayed? So the moon card here is mental. Well, we wanted to discuss about your mental health. But this is, we want to discuss your mental health. I'm not sure that Harry wants to put all his warts and all and do repeated interviews. The Oprah show, Apple TV, whatever this is. And I will do a reading on that. I don't feel that Harry is interested in setting up interviews about mental health, talking consistently about the next show is set up, Oh, we're now invited to CNN. We're now invited to this show, that show, this show, this show. And it's become this war of how can we get Harry onto the show? How can we get Harry onto the show? And he's saying no. I don't want to go over and over and over like a repeated stuck record talking about my mental health. Wow. This is behind the scenes, between the lines of why this has been delayed, this Ellen show. Harry can't help being a royal. He can't help being a royal. This is not what he invested into. He married this woman because of the sex and the great sex, and he's never experienced this. He got manipulated into this, and he still can't see that. He's still kind of hooked into the trauma bond of all of this, and he still can't see this. The royal family are hoping that he's going to see this. The royal family are hoping. He's been taught. There's been discussions. We don't think this is a great idea. That and he's seeing this. He's starting to see this. Lineups of interviews, guys. And this is causing. We've got the fertile card and fertile card. This is what Harry felt and thought this move was going to be. The fertile card, which is nurturing, loving, and peaceful, and away from everyone, away from the paparazzi, away from the cameras, away from the media. But it's not, is it? It's in reverse. So I'm going to let you, as the live show, chip in here, because this is the community of what you feel that this is, why this is not. And as I've just explained, the fertile card is the wildness of extremes when it's in reverse, causing imbalance, causing quarrels, frustration, eating away at somebody because of their behavior, of extremes. And I have to say that narcissists are very good at extremes of behavior. This is not what I invested into. I'm not comfortable with this. I don't feel in tune with this. I don't feel this is right, like an imbalance. okay, an imbalance through this reading. This feels a little bit trashy to me. I get Harry speaking up as a royal. I feel this is trashy. Don't you find this trashy? You see, narcissists are like peaks and flows, peaks and flows, peaks and flows, like that. Peaks and flows of like, yeah, we can have the peace, the quiet, off-grid, in Canada, in seclusion. And now she wants the opposite. He said, no, this is not what you said. Extremes of behaviour. Now, Harry is taking his time over this. I'm not sure about this. It seems all a bit lineups of interviews talking about my mental health and why. Why would you want to delve into my mental health? And he's kind of stopped in his tracks, talking to royal advisors here. He's not going to give up. Please look at that reading that I did on how is it going for Harry in Canada. This is very relevant to that, okay. There's a power battle. Now there is a power battle with Harry and Meghan. There is this Eight of Cups, considering leaving. Considering, you know, when it's in the upright position, is leaving, completely leaving the royal family and moving on to this capitalist celebrity interview after interview after interview here lifestyle. Now it's in reverse. He's considering this. Now he's reconsidering the protection of the royal family. Can't blame him, really. I feel he's been used. I do. I feel he's been used. And this is in reverse. And in reverse is considering leaving the royal family, not kind of deciding on fully leaving and fearing committing to this life. He doesn't want to be excluded totally from the royal family. And now we've got a battle of power between Harry and Meghan. Meghan, this is Meghan's dream, is to make billions out of being a royal. The royal family is saying no. Harry is saying no. This is not what I came into this for. So again, Meghan has not escaped from the royals, and she's manipulated Harry to leave the royals so she can do this trashy media thing here. And Harry is asking why, okay. And the royal family are welling in with this. They know. Harry knows. So Harry is questioning why do I have to be interviewed here? And Ellen is saying, what, you know, there's like this board meeting of what questions we're going to ask, and it's not about Meghan, it's about the life as a royal, and it's about Harry. And it's about life as a royal. Why did you want to leave? They're not interested in Harry. Why did you want to leave the royal family? Why did you want to abdicate? Please share this with us. So it's not Meghan they want to interview at the end of the day. And this is ruthless, sheer, utter ruthlessness here. So somebody's gone off the idea of this Ellen show. I get that too. I think it was because of Ellen holding the baby so kind of, so the way the royal family would say that, the emulation of holding a baby on Ellen's show. Could you imagine how the royal family would think about this? I'm starting to think that Harry is going to either start to feel used, because there's a lineup of interviews. It's going to feel like you're taking advantage of me and my position. The royal family have been trying to tell him this for so long, but now he's experiencing this. Okay, so there's a justice card. The justice card. I don't think they'll be able to do these interviews here. So again, Meghan feels trapped. The royal family are concerned about the Oprah show and the Ellen show. And they're just saying, Harry, we're just concerned about this. We're concerned that you're getting taken advantage of being a royal. We're concerned that it's you. They want to dig deep into your psychology to, you know, it's a capitalist thing. It's to make money. It's to make billions. And they're going to make, can you imagine the viewership of this show, what Ellen has got here lined up? Can you imagine the viewership? So there is, somebody's been put off here, and I feel this has been put on hold because it was mainly because of her emulating that child on her show. No, I don't want to do this. This is not right. It doesn't feel right. It feels trashy. Also, the royal family have come into this. Why do they want to do this? Think about this, Harry. Why do they want to do this? Why do they want to drag you into media land? It's not Meghan that's changed her mind. This is Meghan's dream, but now Meghan is realizing that she is in the royal family, whether she likes it or not, whether they escape the royal family, this is going to be blocked. I don't feel that Ellen is truly. No, I don't. I like Ellen's show. I do like the Ellen show, but I don't feel that she is truly a fan of Meghan's deep down. I don't, and I'm just pulling out some heart oracle here to finish this reading. I don't feel that Ellen is truly on board with Meghan. I feel it's very superficial. You're part of this elite group. You are part of Hollywood royalty. You are part of the Canadian monarchy, and we want to all be part of this elite group. And you have been welcomed into this group. Harry doesn't sit right with Harry. Oh, the whole thing doesn't sit right with Harry. So how is this going to go? And now there's a competition and a war between not just Oprah and Ellen. It's like the Wild West of the interviews. It's turned into an absolute circus. And so Ellen's got the first interview, but people say, no, we want to get the first interview. No, I want the first interview. No, Oprah is saying that I want to be televised with this documentary first before Ellen does this interview. No. So there's a war here of interviews. Gossip. It's sheer gossip. There's lots of gossip. I get that Harry is a sportsman. He loves his rugby, loves his polo. is very, very down to earth. And I could, yeah, like this card says, he's stopping in his tracks here. No, I don't want to do this. I don't want to do this. I'm okay doing interviews about polo matches and rugby and charity, but I don't want to do this. So let's have a look here. And I want to look at Meghan, just finishing off with this oracle deck here. What does she feel here, truly feel? What does Ellen feel about this interview, really? Okay, and the whole thing. What does she feel about this? What is this in between the lines, in towards the labyrinth here? What does Ellen really think about this? Well, she feels that she is nurturing this project. So she is saying that Harry and Meghan are an amazing couple, and you know, Archie's, so she's going overboard with that too much, that it's sickly, and she's nurturing this. Oh, I really like Harry and Meghan, and I feel sorry for what they're going through with the media and all this kind of thing. Yet she's leading them into this media show, this circus. So she's nurturing her project. And there's an observe here, so an observation of this. So she is observing this situation. She's looking at other interviewers. She's watching other interviews, and she's observing what's going on around her. And she's nurturing this project, but she's also observing. This is definitely some kind of media guru kind of fight here to get the first interview and cash in on the money. Yeah, so business, I get business. They are going to do the interview. They are going to do this interview. Ellen is going to get an interview here. But it's not going to, Harry's not, I don't feel Harry is going to be there. I feel the royal family are okay with Meghan doing her Hollywood thing. And also, let's not forget that Meghan wants to get back to a Hollywood lifestyle, which she totally, utterly misses. You know, the interviews, the giggling on the shows, and all of that kind of thing. She misses that. She misses Hollywood. So coming together, they are, Ellen is going to interview Meghan here. I really don't feel that the royal family would be happy. And also Harry is not happy with this TV show, but Meghan loves it. So there's going to be an agreement here. Meghan, yeah, you go and do your interviews, but you can't talk about the royal family. And you go and do that and enjoy it. Okay. But as far as Harry's concerned, no. He's going to do his polo, his rugby, he's going to do what he loves to do, and you know, meet up with Meghan and Archie and all of that kind of thing, but she's going to do what she loves to do. I think this is partly an agreement with the royal family, and this is how this is going to blossom, is an agreement of, well, to make, we have to make also Meghan happy, and we don't want Harry, you know, attacking the royal family or anything like that, trying to block Meghan from her kind of path here that she has, which is to do with the media, which is to do with the Hollywood, which is to do with TV. So we can't stop that, but we can, you know, it's Harry that's going to stop it, not the royal family. Harry's going to stop his part in in this merching of him. And it'll be, yeah, Meghan, you go and do your thing. I'm happy with staying here in Canada as a recluse, having my buddies around to a few beers, kicking the football around, doing some hiking, incognito. You go and do your thing. I will do my thing. I think there's also a question of Archie. No, you cannot use Archie as a merching tool or TV media. Harry has said no to this because wasn't it because we came out of the royal family because we wanted to get away from that. But there's a learning here, a big learning curve of, I don't feel Meghan's being honest at all here of her true intention. And now she's having to say, well, I want to go back to Hollywood. I want to do interviews. I want to do voiceovers. And there's going to have to make a compromise here to make this happy. And I think that's what's going to happen is they're going to allow Meghan to do this. Do not talk about the royals and, and all this kind of thing. I think when she's interviewed and they say, well, it's been an absolute challenge for you within the royal family, is that not correct? And she's just going to say, it can be, that can be said. You could use those words. She's not going to say it from her own mouth, okay? So I think she's allowed to do that, but not say it from her own mouth. So just to finish, I've got my little tiny cards here, which are so cute. And I want to just pick out some cards here to finish this reading. Oh, a big challenge. This is a huge challenge to work out. It may take a couple of years for this to actually work out the way they want to work out. But this is not Harry. In fact, they are like chalk and cheese. They're polar opposites in this sense. And Harry was sold that, we can get our privacy. Let's go back to Canada. Let's get away from the royal scrutiny, to actually use them, to walk all over him as a tool to make money. And that's not going to happen. That is not going to happen. That the royal family are going to keep him there. And they're not going to allow that to happen. Harry's not going to allow it to happen. No, not at all. Okay. This is where he's going to start to grow up. Okay. But that we have the dog. Now the dog in this deck is acceptance and devotion. So allowing the loyalty and the trust here of allowing Meghan to follow her path and Harry to follow his path. There's no way that the royals will allow Harry to be used in that manner. Okay. So also loyalty to their son. He is the king's son, the future king's son. No way is that going to be allowed. So get here, they want to make sure that Harry is very grounded, the anchor in what he is pursuing because of his mental status. Because I get here love, pure love. Harry is loved. Harry is loved within the royal family. Harry is loved across the world. And this is the end card. The reason why this is happening is because it's not Meghan that's loved. It's Harry that's loved, and there is, the world will trample all over Harry to get stories from him, and these lineups of interviews, these wars of interviews, it's just not going to happen. It's not going to happen. Meghan, yes. Charity events, yes. I feel this Ellen show. Let's go back to the Ellen show because there's so many inroads here. It's impossible to read. The Ellen show, yes, they are going to come together, but it's going to be Meghan that goes towards this media thing, not Harry. no, I feel no. Yes, for Oprah, I'm going to cover the Oprah. But again, he's kind of thinking, because I did this Apple TV thing, documentary about mental health. Now there's all these other people coming on board here, one interview after the other, and it's got to stop. And I think that's what's going to happen. No more trashy interviews, documentaries and things like that. Yes, but no more of these trashy interviews. Encouraging Meghan to do it because I think she would like to do that. Okay. That's my reading. Okay. And so thank you for joining us. If you came on catch up, what I would say, this is a follow-up from how is Harry getting on in Canada. And this is the Ellen show, and the shows, the war of the constant interviewing lined up, and Harry saying that he's not, that Canadian reading, I said that Harry is going to not sacrifice the royal family. He wants the protection of the royal family because he's the royal. He's the son of the king, the future king. And this merching, no, it's an absolute no. Okay, especially of Archie. So that's you put your take on it. You put, because you could put a spin-off here that Meghan is not going to get what she wants. She will be able to enjoy the Hollywood side of this, but she's just going to get a partial part of what she really wanted in the first place. And we'll follow this story to the end, believe me. Okay, thank you for joining us. The next reading I shall do in a couple of hours, and it's to keep up with this story. So I am going to do Oprah and how that's going with Oprah, and with this Ellen show, very much delayed, stopped in its tracks, and as I've said in this reading. Okay, thank you for watching, and please, if you want to join us on Patreon, I'm going to do some uncut readings, little spin-offs of these. Okay, and I'm going to look deeper into these readings, look further down into these readings, and pull out the further interests and uncut readings that nobody possibly would mention. So please join me on Patreon. Please join Patreon if you want to see some uncut readings. I'm going to do lots of these today, okay, and get these, working so hard on this. Okay, so thank you everyone, and bye for now. Bye everyone. Love all of you. Okay, and bye.